Hello everyone, I'm Batpan, a bat who uses pan to fight enemies. And in this series of videos, I'll show you guys the functions I wanted to make for my game and the way I got them to work. This is gonna be two parts. In part 1, which is this video, we will create the UI, and the next part, which is the next video, we will actually make this UI change our mouse sensitivity. So in this video, we are creating a custom-made mouse sensitivity UI. Without wasting time, let's start the tutorial. Sorry guys, my recording app kind of didn't record the first 2 minutes of the video, so I'm gonna explain what I did in those 2 minutes. I created an empty object. I set all its transforms to zeros on all axes. I then created a black panel as my background. Then I created 5 raw images and placed them like you see in the video. So that was the explanation for the 2 minutes. Let's continue the video. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can actually create one more, and I'm gonna see, yeah, 5 is enough. Let's check. This one is actually 1 from the left. Say 1. This one is 2. This one is 5. This one is 4. This one is 3. So we say, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna put them in order. You're gonna see why in the upcoming minutes. I'm gonna create a script under here. I'm gonna say create a script. I'm gonna call it mouse sense UI. I'm gonna open it up. There are actually 2 ways of doing this. First, you had using Unity engine UI up here. What I was saying is there is actually 2 ways of doing this: the easy way, or the new way, or the old way. I used the old way in my own game because I hadn't figured out the new way yet. I figured the new way out like 10 minutes ago. Then I was actually trying to code again before I show you guys the code, and I actually found a better way to do this. I'm gonna show you both ways. We're gonna do the new way first, then we're gonna do the old way next. So for all of that, we actually need a public raw image. I'm gonna call it buttons image buttons. You're gonna have to make them an array. You're gonna have to make them an array, so you can actually put multiple image buttons inside one object. The next is a private integer. I'm gonna say needed color or needed change color. It's gonna be equal to 0. You're gonna see why I created this in the upcoming minutes. As I said in the previous video, when you wanna interact with a button, you actually gotta make a public void, so you can interact that button and link this void to your button. So I'm gonna call it button 1 click or button click 1. So I'm gonna change, duplicate this. It is easier to change the numbers. What we're gonna use now, what we're gonna code now, let me zoom it a little bit so you guys can see better. I'm gonna say this is the new way. Let me say it up first so you guys know this is the new way. I figured out. I'm gonna say for int I, which is equal to 0. We have 5 raw images, so we're gonna say I is less or equal to 4. It's because it starts with 0, it ends with 4. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 5. It is 5 raw images. Then we're gonna say I++. In here, we're gonna say our actual button we created, which is image buttons. It is image buttons number I dot color is equal to color dot maybe green, not red like what I created. I'm gonna make it color dot green. Then we say the needed change color plus, which is gonna make it 1. When it was 0, it's gonna be 1. So for button number 1, we need 1 greens. So we say if needed change color is equal to 1, we say needed change color equal to 0, so it doesn't introduce any bugs. Then we break our 4. So it breaks out of the 4, so it doesn't actually change other colors too. So this is the easy way. It also introduces a bug. To fix that bug, you're gonna actually create another 4 before this 4 to clear any colors done before. It's gonna be 4 int I equal to 0 I is less equal 4 I plus plus. We have 5 raw images, so I'm gonna say 4. If you have 10, you're gonna say 9. You can figure that out. So to actually clear that, we say image buttons number I dot color equal to color dot white. Our clear color is white, so we're gonna make it white. If you have any other color, you're gonna change this white to that color. For example, if I actually have the red color as my idle color, I would say that red. But my other idle color is white, so I say color dot white. You can actually use your own color, your own preferred color. You're just gonna say public color 32. I'm gonna name it my color. You give your script to your mouse Sens. You actually see your image buttons, then you actually see your color. You can click here. You're gonna change this alpha to 255 so you can actually see your color. I'm gonna make it like this. So if you want to use your own color, instead of saying image buttons number I dot color equal to color dot green, you can say equal to my color. So this was for button number 1, and this was the new way. I'm actually gonna show you the old way. I'm gonna put it up here. You guys see, I'm gonna say public void button click 1 old, which is our old way of doing this. In the old way, what I did was I actually changed all the raw images manually. So we say image buttons number 0 dot color is equal to my color. Say 1 2 3 4. Say 1 2 3 4. So if I wanted to change only one, I would say this, and all the others to be color dot white. Yeah, that was the old way, which was much harder. You have to change all the numbers manually one by one if you want to duplicate this. But for this one, you actually have to just change this one and the naming. That's the only thing you have to change. So I'm gonna use the new way. Let me show you both ways actually work. So we go to our raw images. We have to make our raw images act as buttons. So we select all of them. We go down here, we say add components. We're gonna say button. It actually adds a button function to all of them. So when we start the game, you guys see that we can actually interact with these buttons. We go to our mouse Sens. It needs image buttons, which we have 5 of them. So it creates 5. You give 1 to 1, 2 to 2, or you can actually make it 0 and give all of them at once. So you have to lock this, then select all of your raw images and drag and drop it onto your image buttons. It's gonna automatically give it to your variable. That's what I did. I'm gonna show you guys actually it works. So you go to your raw image 1, you click on the plus button, you give it the game object that has the code. You go to your mouse Sense UI. We have the button click 1, which is our new way. We press on the maximize. We click this, you guys see the color actually changes. Nothing changes for the others because we didn't code the continue of it. I'm gonna give it the old one too, so you guys see the old one actually works too. So as you guys see, the old one actually works too, but I'm gonna use the new one. So I choose the new one. If you actually want to do this for your other buttons too, you copy all of this, then you paste it down here for number 2, down here again number 3, number 4, and number 5. All you have to change in these duplicates is the name. Make this 2, and you go down here and we say if needed change color is 2. Change these 2 only, the name and the needed change color. Say 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5 and 5. So I created 5 public voids for my 5 buttons. I select all of them. I press plus, so it adds 1 for each one. You can actually do them manually one by one. We give it the code. We go down here, we say button click 2. I'm gonna actually do it for all 5 objects. So I gave it the code. I linked the code to my buttons. As you guys see, it actually works. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 3, 2, 4, 5, 1. This was a simple explanation for this. You can actually make this 10 instead of 5 or anything like that. This was the UI, the custom-made UI for mouse sensitivity. In the next episode, we're gonna, add this to our stop menu, the stop menu we created in the last episode, and we're gonna actually make this change our mouse sensitivity. So this was my way of doing this, a custom-made mouse sensitivity meter, or a mouse sensitivity UI, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna do something for the end of the video as I did in my last videos. Well, I was actually, thinking about a way to end the video, but I got an idea in my head, and it was, why not make something in this, the same UI that, changes the color as the number, grows. For example, it starts with green, it ends with red. The more intense it gets to red. Number 1 is, green, number 2 is maybe, a little bit between green and yellow. In the middle, it is actually yellow. Number 4 is orange and number 5 is red. So to create that, I have an idea. I'm gonna create it with you guys here. I didn't practice it before video. I just had the idea. So I'm gonna explain it as fast as possible so the video won't be that long. Now we're in the code. Instead of my color, I'm gonna say public color 32. I'm gonna say color 1. I'm gonna duplicate it, color 2, 3, 4, 5. So we say color 5, red, color 4, orange, color 3, yellow, color 2, between yellow and green, color 1 is green. So when I click on the number, button, click number 1, I want the color to be color 1. When I click on, raw image 2, I'm gonna be color 2. When I click on 3, I'm gonna say color 3. And I'm gonna change that for all the others too, color 4 for button number 4, and color 5 for color, what I was saying, you see color 5 for button number 5. So it says my color doesn't exist. We're gonna check for any error. Oh, it's in this old one. So we say number 1, it doesn't matter actually. So right around here, we're gonna go to our code. It needs 5 colors. So number 1 was green, number 2 a little green and between yellow, it is right around here. For number 3, I actually need yellowish and orange. Number 4, it is orange, a little bit near red, and number 5 is actually red. And be sure to change the alphas to 255 so you can actually see the color. So we're going to just check it out. Green, this, and this. So this was the idea I got when I was actually thinking about a way to end the video. So I hope you guys like this idea. You can use this in your games, for example a loading bar or something. I might actually use this for loading too, or I don't know, you're gonna find that too. So I'm gonna go think of something for the end of the video. So this is what I created for the end of the video. Hope you guys like it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.